Weakness to warrior mindset. Some of you might know that song. On Top of Old Smoky. I think there was another song as a kid. It was called On Top of My Old Spaghetti or something. On top of my old spaghetti, all covered with cheese. My poor grandmother's sneezed and something blew my meatball off the table or some shit like that. I don't know. Today's topic is how I approach my freaking workouts in the morning. Or how I approach any workout. So, when I wake up at 4 a.m., yeah, it's about this much of a heavy lift to get out of bed at 4 a.m. I'm just like, I lay there for about 10, 20 seconds. And I'm like, I'm all right, I'm up. And that's what you have to do. You can't hesitate. As soon as you start to hesitate, that's when you're going to start to fall back to sleep. Like, you got to get that freaking mental kickness in. You got to be like, get the fuck up out of bed. Get the fuck up out of bed. Don't lay here. No, don't fucking lay here. Get up out of bed. Yep, that's right. Throw them fucking covers off and jump right up out of bed. Grab your notebook, run right into the bathroom. To flip that light on, splash some cold water on your face, wake up, read your goals, your goals for the end of the year, because you still got time. Eat your freaking carbs half hour before you leave to get to the gym so that you know they're all digested. I switch between sweet potatoes and regular russet potatoes. About 300 grams. Nice kick in the ass when you get up. But how I approach every freaking workout, I approach it with the intensity to get stronger. With the mindset and the focus that I'm here to make sure that I feel something in my muscle that I'm working. Yeah, I know men shouldn't feel. This is different. This isn't feelings. This is a physical feeling, like the mind-body connection, to make sure that if I'm curling, I can feel the stress in my bicep. You know what I mean? I can feel the tension in my freaking, muscle part, whatever I'm doing. And it should be sore. You should be sore. I've noticed, like, if you do leg day, as soon as you're done with leg day, as soon as you're done with your last exercise, well, I'm going to do this here and freaking when I'm done with this video and sitting in the sauna. But you need to stretch. You need to stretch your leg muscles. That way you're not feeling sore the next day and you can't freaking walk anywhere. Especially if you do freaking glute freaking workouts where you're doing hip thrusts or what the hell are they? Lunges. Or fuck, I can't remember what they're called. I'll have to look them up. It all targets your hamstrings and your glutes. Trust me, you don't want to be freaking walking around with freaking sore glute ass muscles. That would give people the wrong impression of you. But I always attack my freaking workouts with intensity. I go no longer than 1 minute in between freaking sets. soon as I'm done with the set, I'll make sure I set the timer on my phone. As soon as the freaking 55 seconds come up, I'm getting back into position, ready to go. Sometimes if I'm feeling really good, I'll drop it down to 45 seconds. And then it gets some real good intensity towards the end of the workout. Some of the freaking exercises, the last 2 sets, I'll drop the freaking wait time down to 30 seconds. So I can keep that blood flowing into those muscles, get that nice good pump. But I always do the same exercises over and over and over. Same days, same exercises, roughly about the same time. I try to keep it consistent. Consistency is the key no matter what you're doing. I'm not in the gym to communicate. I'm not in the gym to flirt. I'm not in the gym to freaking scroll through YouTube, get on a machine, spend 7 minutes in between sets. No, I'm in, I'm out. If I'm not fucking resting, I'm working out. That's just the way it works. That's what you have to do. You have to get in that mindset. This isn't vacation. This isn't leisure time. You're in here to work. You're in here to get your goals. You're in here to do your workout and get out. And that's why people always complain, I don't have any time for the gym. Well, you have piss poor time management, and you go to the gym and you dick off. You're not there for a purpose. You're there to try to fucking pick up women. You're there to fucking goof off. That's all you're there for. That's what separates you from me. You might think a lot of these videos are condescending. No, it's the truth. And if truth is condescending, then I'll continue telling the truth. The truth is the truth. You can't outlie the truth. When I'm doing my workouts and my sets, the way I structure it is, if I do not make the appropriate amount of reps, I will stay with that weight unless I'm like, if I can't do 2 reps, then obviously I'll drop it back down. But if I'm up to in my 10 rep range and I'm up 7, okay, that's my max point. I'll go to the next one. I'll do as many as I can. Say I got 7, a 7 out of 10. All right, I know I'm pushing it. The next rep, if I get 4, okay, drop the weight 10%, 5-10 pounds, and then finish out the set rep. Maybe try to get 8. So if I got 4 out of 10, I'll try to do 8 with the lower weight, just because it's a lower weight. And then next week, or the next training session, when I come up on that same exercise, I use the same weight that I failed at. Because I want to get stronger at that weight. I don't start fucking 20 pounds lower than where I left off. I've already accomplished that. I've already done the max amount of set range reps for that freaking weight. No reason for me to return to that weight. Unless you do your deload week, where you take a whole week and you just, drop the weight by 20% and just focus on nice, slow, controlled movements. Give your nervous system a time to adjust and readjust and, just calm down a bit, take a little rest. There are many videos out there that say, there's no such thing as overtraining. Look at the guys in the military. They train all the time and they're not dead. Yeah, but not all of them are trying to get aesthetically pleasing bodies or trying to get that, Adonis sort of body. They're war machines. They're there to fight through the fatigue and build endurance. Yes, I'm here to build endurance as well, but I'm also here to build muscle. I can't train freaking biceps every single day or every other day and expect them to grow, because they're always going to be in a constant state of tear down. They won't have a chance to repair. Any freaking damage you do to them, or all the damage that you do to them, and the minimal amount of repair is gonna get freaking wiped out as soon as you go back to the gym the next time, or the next day, or the day after. You got to give it time, and that's where your supplements and sleep come in. Your ashwagandha and your magnesium glycinate. That helps you get to sleep faster. It helps you stay asleep longer. Helps you get deeper rest. It helps relax your muscles so that you can, just be peaceful and just drift off into sleep instead of fighting sleep. Because as I stated before, sleep is where your muscles grow. In the gym is where you freaking tear them down. And so you need your sleep. You need your whole foods. And you need your vitamins. As Hulk Hogan say your prayers and take your vitamins, brother. Good guy. Really missed the dude. He was a legend. But again, back to attacking your workouts. Attack your workouts like it's your fucking last workout. Like you're going off to fucking war, or you're going to war. You're there to battle. You're there to battle that weight. You're there to put your body through some hard, intense shit. Not only for your body, but for your mind. When you're training your body hard, your mind freaking follows. Because your mind's going to tell you to stop and give up. But that's when you need to push through the hardest. When that inner little boy's crying, "Stop, I don't want to do it," you just tell him to shut up and fucking power through it. Don't worry about what other people are doing. As far as like if someone's lifting twice the amount of weight than you are, they're just further along their journey. They've been in the gym longer. Don't worry about it. Don't try to ego lift. Just try to lift within your max ability. Don't go for personal best as far as like 1 rep max. It doesn't do any fucking thing. 1 rep, what's that going to do? Try to hit your upper rep limits. If you're 10, push yourself till you hit that 10 rep range. And then when you hit all fucking 4, say you're doing 4 sets, and you do all 10 reps in all 4 sets, then move on to the next weight. You don't make that freaking weight, you keep that weight until you surpass it. No reason to go heavier if you can't lift the weight that you're already currently using. Make sure you're also drinking plenty of water. You're using the right form. And you're using exercises that are guaranteed to build muscle. No fancy fucking workouts. Basics. The basics apply. The basics will always apply. The basics will never die. See, I rhymed there, right? I'm a poet and didn't know it. If you have a sauna, go to the sauna after your fucking workout. Make sure you take time to decompress after your workout. 15 minutes, 20 minutes after your workout. Structure that into your workout plan so that you have time to like cool down, walk around, loosen up your muscles, stretch a little bit. And make sure you're getting your freaking carbs before and your protein and carbs after. Again, what I do is I eat 300 grams of sweet potatoes before, 300 grams of potatoes before, swap back and forth. And then as soon as I'm done, I'll have 1 protein shake with 1 scoop in, and then I'll eat an apple and an orange. So that'll fill up my glycogen, give me, more energy before all the energy that I just freaking got rid of in the gym. So stay consistent in the gym. Stay on focus, stay determined, stay disciplined, get off your ass, and start to transition from weakness to warrior mindset.